Wistoria has the same setting as Frieren and Delicious in Dungeon.
Ike, Kaiju number 8, big monsters
He says
attack
go.
the world.
Why does he says go all right? Why does he say that in Japanese?
Ike?
No,
Ike is
like
in
and what?
Spanish.
Oh, you speaking Spanish?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ike, like, and what?
Oh, he's speaking Japanese.
No,
I'm
no,
like, why
I-
does he
I
say
got him.
Ike? I'm like,
No.
what?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to an episode of the Moonpiece Podcast.
Bang,
Pew,
bang,
pew,
bang,
pew.
bang, bang.
We are excited. Happy New Year's. What's going on? I can't believe it's been another year already.
Yeah.
It flies. Time is flying right now. But Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's.
2025. It's here tomorrow.
Thank God 2024 is over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a stressful year.
Tired of
For all of
2024.
us.
It was
Tired,
rough.
so tired of 2024. I don't know any. I mean, of course, there's always things to be grateful for, right? Always,
course, of
always.
course.
But damn, boy.
2024 kicked my ass. I'm
Yeah.
not going to lie to you.
Yeah, shout out to anybody who caught a W this year. A big W. Shout out to y'all. But man, I feel like everybody was a lot of love. Holding L's, holding some L's.
I think everyone went through at least a couple of panic attacks. Though.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
And we all moved this year.
We all moved.
We
Can you
didn't-
believe that?
I didn't even realize that until we were like setting up. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, Cory did it in the beginning of the year. Kimmy did it in the middle of the year. I did it at the end.
Yep.
So it's crazy.
I'm still
Wow.
moving.
Yeah.
Are we all?
Yeah.
It's true. Moving is a process.
Moving
Yeah.
sucks. So, well, we made it through. So, guys, let's get right into it. What are we watching? What are we playing? What are we saying? Let's start with Cory. What do we got?
All right. Well, I mean, I hope we all watched it. Did we all see the finale of DanDaDan?
But yeah, I watched half of the DanDaDan episode because I got interrupted at work and, I couldn't finish it.
Yeah.
You didn't watch it when you got home?
I've been Christmas shopping.
Valid.
I mean,
Okay, valid.
he read it already, so he knows.
True,
Which that's
true.
going to be an ongoing theme in this episode that Danny doesn't finish stuff and then just says, "I read it already."
I mean, if it's worth it, I'll finish it. I mean,
Lies.
we'll get deeper into that later,
Oh,
Pauls.
okay. Well, the DanDaDan finale did not feel like a finale.
It didn't.
Granted, I know season 2 got like immediately announced,
Approved.
and they already put a trailer out for it. but,
Did
like,
they? I didn't see
Yeah,
a
it
trailer.
looks really,
It's
really
already
good.
out. But
Okay.
It was immediately. I was like, "Oh, y'all already had this shit."
Oh, yeah,
Haunted
absolutely.
House arc.
Yeah.
Woo. Okay, that's going to be fun.
When did they say it's coming out again?
July.
July.
Yeah, so that's going to be nice.
This is damn near cores then.
Yeah,
This
at
is
this
a second
point.
core more than a season 2.
Yeah,
100%.
But like, I get it. They want to call it a season 2, but I enjoyed it, man. DanDaDan.
it's a great time.
Poof.
It didn't win Anime of the Year according to IGN. We'll see what other sources say, but I still think it's definitely one of the top of the year.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely no.
Highly agree. I know you've been telling us about it for like ages, Danny, but like, yeah, you did not disappoint. This was actually fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote it myself.
I mean, until you figure out how to say it, I don't know. You can say that. You still say DanDaDan.
I listen. Hey,
He corrects himself.
and I've also been reading it for like the last 4 years, and no one
That's
I
different.
knew read it. So in my head, it was
Yeah.
always just DanDaDan.
So I
DanDaDan.
actually listened back to when we had why is
Julian?
Julian on the podcast. DanDaDan.
He even said it too.
He said DanDaDan.
Ah, damn.
And like
R.I.P.
honestly, listen, he is usually a lot more right when it comes to this anime and manga stuff than I
Yep.
think any of us. So
that
like,
makes sense.
I listened back. He said, "Gotta watch DanDaDan." I was like,
It's hard though when you
Listen.
listen by yourself for so long and you hear it in your head. It's like people that like for the Harry Potter instead of
Yeah.
Hermione they said Hermione because
Hermione.
No.
Hermione.
yeah, I'm like
That's a Pokemon.
weird
That
ass.
sounds like a cologne. Hermione.
Hermione.
Hermione by Granger.
Stop.
But also the intro also slams it into your head. Dun 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 dun. It's like
True.
like they're slapping you with it. Like, hey, this is how you say it.
Literally how
Well,
they say.
it hasn't sunk in yet.
Oh well, that's
'cause-
on you. You got to change that.
Because it's
now.
all about him all the time. Main character.
Apparently.
Danny, Danny. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed this season. I really, really enjoyed the series. I can't wait to get more. This series just makes me kick my feet up. I love I said it before, the romance aspect to it. They're doing a great job writing it.
Yeah.
The action aspect, this Gigi character is just
So cute.
it's hard to hate the guy, but like I kind of want to be like, yo, bro,
I know.
go away. But I'm like,
He's so
it's kind
chill.
of hard to hate you,
It's
dude.
great.
Yeah. And especially in this last episode, like you're seeing how him and Okarun are kind of like starting to bond
Yeah.
in a way.
They're friends.
But obviously, He's there. He's competition.
No, I like that
nice.
Okaroon stepped up a little bit. Like I like that
Yeah.
they're not moving mad slow with like
Yeah.
him like realizing he has some feelings. Like I'm like that. Like okay, cool. He knows what it is. She not all there yet, and she spazzed out because he said like the line or whatever. Like I'm just
an awkward guy.
I'm just not that. I'm not that type of guy. She was like, oh,
It's
kawaii.
no, but it was so cute when she was like, "Yo, get me some juice, something sweet," and then like, Okaroon, why don't you sit down here? Like, I was like, yes, that's a girl. She knows who she likes.
Yeah.
The grandma on that show, I think she's so funny. When Gigi came in, and he was just like complimenting her, and she's like, "Oh yeah, here, have more food." And he keeps
Yeah.
complimenting her. He's like, "Wow, are you a genius?
You're
or
a
something?"
genius. You're such a genius.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. She just kills
Wow,
me.
Auntie, you're so cool. Here's some more food.
Some more.
100% hype for season 2. Can't wait. I'm trying to think. The funny thing is that we're recording this so close to like the last time we recorded. So I'm like, shit. I'm like, what have I seen since
And honestly, I think it's also just like a slow season for TV in general. Like, not a lot is airing right now.
Stuff has gone on break.
Yeah.
It's the
It's
holiday season.
I
People
feel
are
bad.
busy.
I feel bad that like I haven't watched Penguin yet. I want
Oh,
to.
me neither.
I want to.
Me too.
Like everybody says to watch it. But
I just
like,
rewatched Batman for that reason. So.
yeah. So like
I started Penguin.
I got like
didn't
halfway
finish
through the
it.
first episode, and for some reason I just like I'm not in the mood right now.
Yeah, that's what
You
it
have to
is.
be
I'm
in the
not in the
mood.
mood because
Yeah.
it is a good show.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell killed it. And
Very
what is
cool.
that other girl? Kristen Milotti?
I
Forget
just
her
know
name.
as the girl from How I Met Your Mother.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So, other than that, I mean, I don't think I got anything else. I mean, I literally can't think of anything.
What you got, Danny?
Well, I finished. So season 47 of Survivor is over. The winner was one of my favorites. Her name was Rachel. She won. She had 4 individual immunity wins. But one of the biggest crash outs of the season happened towards the end. I don't know if you guys remember. I
God.
told you about this guy. His name was Andy in the beginning of the season.
Yes.
He like had a mental breakdown, and I was like, "Yo, some people just can't be on reality TV because like they're just mentally not there."
Yeah.
He survived. He made it almost to pretty much to the very end, honestly. But you know what?
Surprising.
He got a little cocky. So obviously with Survivor, you have to make it to the end. But the way you win is the last like 8 people who were voted off.
Okay.
They decide who the winner is. So you can't be an asshole in the game and expect to win because you're counting on those people to vote for you at the end.
Yeah.
They could literally be like, I didn't like the way you played the game, so I'm going to vote for this person. And that's it. Even though like you made moves, you won challenge, it doesn't matter. They pick. So he, towards the end, actually made some really good moves. Like he was killing it. And then Rachel, she's like the runner-up. She's won challenges. She's also made moves, whatever. And he's kind of finagled things in a way where he can manipulate where the vote's going.
Okay.
And so he literally confronts Rachel and is like, hey, listen, game recognizes game. But at this point, you're looking kind of unfamiliar right now. And I'm just here to let you know you're about to get voted off. And I'm coming to you from like a place of respect.
Okay.
Because, you know, like I'm thinking ahead and, you know, I've always respected your game. And I think I'm going to need your vote for the jury, which is kind of why like I'm telling you this now out of like, you know, respect. But what he didn't know is that Rachel had an immunity idol. So she's literally sitting there. And if you guys like, for some reason, if you want to watch the clip, she's literally like, huh, no kidding.
Really?
What? Like twisting her head like, oh my God, that's crazy. And then she just let him believe it. She didn't say anything. She didn't talk to anybody about it, whatever. And then what do you know? Everyone voted for Rachel. She had the immunity idol. She played that shit. Her one vote went to Andy. He got voted out.
Damn, that's
what you
crazy.
get for being shady.
I love Survivor. Season 48 already finished. That shit comes out in winter of 2025.
Already 48?
So basically, you just watch Survivor all year, essentially.
Yeah, I think there's like a 2 to 3 month break in between seasons.
That's wild.
That's wicked, bro. Oh,
I
I
love it.
actually finally remembered the one thing I watched, and it actually is a true representation of how I think everybody feels about it right now.
What is it?
Dragon Ball Daima.
Oh, you were telling me about
I've been watching it every week for the past like 3 months.
I have not heard
and
you.
I don't be having a reason to talk about it. So like,
now it's finished?
Is it good?
no, it's not finished. It's
Oh.
still going. Like I've been watching. It looks really good. The animation is really good. I think the reason why I find a reason to not talk about it is because I think I've become so accustomed to the hypeness that Dragon Ball offers after Dragon Ball the original series, because the original Dragon Ball series was more adventure-like. It was very One Piece reminiscent.
Okay, so what is Dragon Ball Daima?
Dragon Ball Daima is the last thing that Toriyama made before he passed.
Oh, so what is it about? Is it after?
It takes place after the end of Z, but before Super.
Okay, so it's in the middle place?
Yes.
Kind of like...
Yes.
Okay.
So it's essentially like right after Z. But the tone that it goes for is not the same tone that Z or Super or even like GT or most other Dragon Ball has usually had after the original Dragon Ball. It was usually more shonen, fighty, beam struggles. Like that was the series. That's what the series became.
Okay.
But Dragon Ball Daima goes back to what the series originally was.
How so?
The adventure aspect.
Okay.
Looking for the Dragon Balls.
Okay.
Like, looking for Dragon Balls, searching and like
So
traveling places. That's what the series originally was. Dragon Ball. But then when we got to Dragon Ball Z, and Goku's bigger, it's mainly what you know Dragon Ball for, which is
all hands.
Power ups, new forms, transformations. That's what you know it as, but that's not what it was.
Okay.
It became that because people are show bros and they wanted more fighty fight and they didn't want as much adventure.
Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. So different dynamic, right?
So Daima goes back to what it was, and I think that's why people aren't really talking about it or really aren't liking it that much, because people who didn't grow up, most of us didn't grow up with Dragon Ball first. Most of us heard of Dragon Ball Z and then heard of Dragon Ball.
I didn't even know they were two different things until like the last few years.
Well, they're the same thing. Oh yeah, well yeah, they're the same thing.
But I didn't know, like, I thought Dragon Ball Z was just Dragon Ball Z. Like, I didn't know it was Dragon Ball.
Yeah, if you read it, it's all Dragon Ball. But it's just the anime did the same thing. It just for Naruto Shippuden, right? Or I can't think of another one right now, another series that does it, because One Piece kept the same name all the way through. But yeah, Dragon Ball Daima, it got better definitely like at episode 6. It got more interesting because then I like readjusted to like the slow pacing adventure style of it all, and now I'm having mad fun. I'm loving it. Like all the characters got turned into kids.
Aww.
So now I get to see Vegeta.
All of the characters, or just Goku and Vegeta?
Goku, Vegeta, Bulma, Piccolo.
What?
That's
Krillin.
adorable.
Everybody got turned to kids. Even like Goten and Trunks got reverted back to babies. So
it's so cute.
So they're like their power's cut in half. So therefore they're not as strong as they used to be. So it's like GT, but better.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I know you're probably thinking that like, oh, okay, so it's GT.
I just
but
don't like it when they're like all kids.
I want to say, do you only like the fighting aspect of Dragon Ball? Like you don't really care for Dragon Ball, only like Dragon Ball
I
Z?
liked Dragon Ball, but also because like the comedy was there. Like Kid Goku is hilarious. I don't know how also like the comedy back then with Toriyama, like that it was just a different era.
Yeah, Goku was wilding, bro. Like Goku, Toriyama showed us Goku's nuts a lot.
Oh,
we know what Goku's whole package looked like a lot when
what?
And he slapped Bulma's like
boom boom, like
slapped it.
Like
crazy.
Yo, why you got nothing there, homie?
He's like, yo, where your shit at? Bow, bow.
That's crazy.
So like Kid Goku is on a different level. So I just like, and I remember from GT, like adult Kid Goku, it's just like it doesn't hit as hard. So I don't know how the comedy like works with Daima, because Dragon Ball is funny. It's funny. You have funny characters like Yamcha and Krillin and Tenten. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I watched the first episode of Dragon Ball Daima.
It's all recap, right? So most of it's recap, and it looks great.
Introducing like the Hell characters.
I'd say if you really do enjoy Dragon Ball, give it the shot that I think it deserves to like let it show you its vision. And I think you'll like it, honestly. Like seeing Vegeta as a kid is something I never got to see. You know what I mean? So
unless he was like eating off the ship with
you know what I mean? So seeing his temperament and his temper tantrums happen, but like it's kid Vegeta, it's funny. And then like seeing Piccolo as a kid is funny. Seeing Bulma as a kid, like the interactions are just funnier, and I'm getting that from it, and I'm enjoying it.
Cute.
You know what I mean? Like I actually found out apparently Vegeta's a boob guy.
The more you know.
Confirmed because of this.
Okay.
So,
how so?
I don't want to know.
Somebody made fun of him, and it was like, "You a boob guy, aren't you?" And then he started getting like embarrassed, and then in the back of the plane, Piccolo and somebody else was like, "I think he's a boob guy, bro." I think that's why he's fiending to turn Bulma back into an adult.
Oh,
like it was a whole bit. So that's why I'm saying, like, hey,
that's funny.
Give it a shot. You know what I mean? So to have that fun again. But yeah, that's Daima. So I'll let you go back. Sorry.
No. We watched that new Dwayne The Rock Johnson movie, Red One. I don't know.
Oh, the one with Chris Evans?
The one with Chris Evans.
Oh,
Don't ask me
no,
why.
What is it
bro.
about?
It's a
Stupid.
holiday. Chris Evans and Dwayne The Rock Johnson save Christmas. That's literally what it is.
Okay.
They
I
save
love Chris Evans. But
Yeah, well, he's in
Yeah,
his
but-
like ultimate Boston
Yeah.
like impression.
But like, are we not like tired of Dwayne The Rock Johnson yet?
I am.
I am.
I'm over it.
Yeah,
I'm over
bro.
it.
Yeah,
Really,
after hearing about how he treats like employees and people, I'm just like, "Ugh, I'm so disappointed in you.
What happened?
He like basically, I hear like he notoriously shows up late to set. He like won't go to the bathroom. He'll piss in bottles and make sure his employee, like the people around, like will take care of that for him. Like
What?
he just does not give a fuck. Like
None
He has to
of
go to
everything-
the bathroom?
everything.
Can you imagine
Apparently,
being like that fucking like assistant just like holding the bottle there? Like, yes, sir, go.
none of.
Give me your stream.
it's so weird. Like just go to the bathroom.
Yeah, go to the bathroom, you weirdo.
Like,
Oh my God.
oh my
We should
God.
fact check that because
That's so
that's
weird.
ridiculous.
And just so inconsiderate. I don't know. Just stuff like that.
Well, that's why he had that beef with Vin Diesel.
He's
back
not
when
allowed
they
to
were
lose in
doing-
his contract.
Yeah, he's also not allowed to lose in the contract. But yeah, that's why they had beef with Vin Diesel, and I think he was blaming Vin Diesel. But then obviously family came
Family.
in and they all stuck up for Vin, saying
Wow.
I've worked with him for years. He's nothing but professional. Blah blah blah. Other parties just you don't have nothing to say. Don't say anything at all. Something like that.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Also, apparently, he like bought up a lot of space on like Hawaii, which people have been talking about. Like, hey, our resources are very limited. Please do not come here. All that kind of stuff. So like that's also kind of really messed up because he was also like pushing for people to like buy land there, like rich people. Allegedly, I'm not gonna say I know 100% about this stuff,
Yeah.
but like that's kind of also not cool either. So it's just like a lot of things like really showing another side to his character that we were like, marketed for so many years that he's a cool guy, he's real
Yeah.
chill, super nice. And like, it's like, wow, but you're doing all these things that show otherwise. It's like, maybe you're not that great of a person anymore. You're kind of
I
shit.
think he has to like pull back. I think he really needs
He
to dial
oversaturated
down.
himself. Like
He
it's
really
like, bro,
did.
it's like, dude, like now we don't want to like. Before you were box office. Nobody's refuting that, but like now it's reached a point. And like also, guys, we're not a news podcast. We're an anime podcast that just talks about random stuff. So like, correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah,
we
again,
don't
fact
really
check
care. You can
The
fact check
pissing in a
us.
bottle thing. Like,
Yeah, listen, dude, you
All
can
that.
totally fact check us and be like, no, well, actually,
Yeah.
you guys got this wrong. Like, go ahead, do your thing. But I don't know, bro. It's just take a seat. It's almost the same way like Drake needs to take a seat.
It started going downhill, I think, when what's his face? When he started doing the movie with Shazam and he thought that he should be bigger
Oh,
than
Black Adam?
Oh, the
yeah, the Black Adam
one.
stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
that movie was
I think
bad.
that's when it started.
That's fair.
Well, so what did you think of Red One?
I think it's what it is. I think it's a self-aware movie. It's corny. The effects were terrible, but whatever. Kieran Shipka is the villain in it.
Don't know what that is.
What is she
She's
from?
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Oh, no. Oh, the new one. Okay,
yeah,
yes.
the new one. Yeah,
Yes.
Um,
Okay.
it was
Interesting.
good. It's a holiday movie. I went and me and her both just went into it ready to just laugh and not take it seriously whatsoever, and we actually had a good time.
I have a surprise for you.
You have a
I have
surprise?
a surprise for you. Didn't even tell you this is going to happen.
What? What is
So I will
happening?
be back.
Got us all UGG boots.
I got you all Ugg boots.
Yeah.
I got the Egghead Island 3s, y'all. So
These cartoon
now
ass
you will
looking shoes.
awkwardly have to sit here on camera while I'll be back.
No, it's
All right,
fine.
We'll keep talking about Smash.
No, it's okay.
We'll keep talking about Smash.
But
Was
speaking
that a
of
sneeze? Was
it
that
was.
real?
It was.
Oh.
But speaking of corny movies, actually, I ended up watching that movie you recommended, Jingle All the Way.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Does it hold up?
It was okay, so I've never seen it. So like it's one of those so for those guys who don't remember, it's an old movie based with
Like
Arnold
the 90s,
Schwarzenegger.
early
Yeah.
90s.
Early 90s. Super, and it's about this dad who's not a good dad because he's obsessed with work, and all his kid wants for Christmas is this one toy, the Turbo Man.
Turbo Man.
And everything just goes crazy wrong. It's so campy.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous because like
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger like in his prime.
it is. It's him in his prime, and also you can't take it. What
Oh,
is
wow.
this? Butter
Nah,
knife?
bro, you OD'd. What?
What is this?
What?
I'm not
Is this
looking.
Oblivion? Wait, you got her one too? She never played. Oh.
You got us a fucking Keyblade? What?
I'm surprised you even know what it's called. No, I'm just kidding. I'm being a
know
hater.
what
I'm
it's
being a
called.
hater.
Let me open the last part.
This is Oblivion, right?
Oh my god!
Nah, bro. Okay, you got her the Kingdom Key. All right, cool.
This is so cool.
Cory.
Ah!
Nah, man. Thank you very much.
Holy shit, this is so cool. Guys, this is wild. Cory got us Kingdom Hearts Keyblades. Yo, this bitch is solid. I'm gonna fight a bitch with this. I'm gonna save the kingdom. Look at
How'd you
this.
get your fucking plastic thing off?
I just rip that shit up. You do it the
I don't want to
opposite
damage
way.
the thing.
You gotta do it.
How am I going to fit it over this?
It's gonna rip. That's the whole point. You can't do it over
I
the
don't wanna
big
damage
part.
the
You don't want to do it
keyblade.
when you don't want to do it when it's crumbled up. Like that. Have a hard
Yeah, now
time
you
over
messed it up. But let me see. Okay, so what's yours?
This is Oblivion, right?
Well, what does that mean?
It's just the type of keyblade.
it. That's why Danny's mad that you got one.
But I'm gonna learn about it.
What?
Ah, this is so cool.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
So now this is meant for you guys to hold the whole episode.
Don't test me.
I gotta modify this.
This is so cool, guys. Amazing. I am so infatuated with this.
Oh, yours has a charm too.
Yeah. I could fuck a bitch up with this.
Yo, for real. Yo, I could bang this against
What
a
is
wall
that
and it
like?
won't bend.
No. Oi,
Annoy.
This is what it feels like right now.
Oh my God.
So,
And the thing spins so that it never has to hurt
Wait.
you. I'm not gonna.
Crisscross it.
Oh, crisscross it. I was thought you wanted
Yeah.
to touch tips.
There we go. Like,
Merry
ta-da.
Christmas, y'all.
Merry Christmas.
Welcome to Kingdom
Thanks,
Hearts.
Corey.
Thank you, Cory.
It's a Kingdom
So,
Hearts Christmas.
This is the conversation we had. I did tell you guys that I would both get you guys Keyblades in the episode, but I don't really remember that probably.
I thought
I
that was a
definitely
joke.
I thought that was a joke, yes.
Or like, I figured like a keychain, not like a real one.
Girl. So, Danny is a
Oh.
key Kingdom Hearts fan already, and this is motivation for you to actually really pick that shit up.
I really
You've
will.
been playing everything else but that.
I really
Please.
will. I really will. I want because I want to start streaming it.
If you
And
stream it, I'll watch it.
And now you have a prop to stream with.
there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have this. This
It's
is
off
gonna be
camera. It's off camera, so nobody can really see.
Damn.
You gotta put it in your other.
Oh yeah,
Put it in your other hand.
my non-dominant hand. Huh.
No gains.
No, you go.
Yeah.
All right, I will hold this the whole episode.
Yeah. So Merry Christmas, guys. There you go.
Thank
Yay.
you.
I told you.
Thank
I told you I had
you.
your next episode.
I still owe you guys my Christmas presents.
So next year, remember that time we didn't get something?
What?
Remember that time we didn't get something? Kimmy was like, "What you guys get?"
Oh,
Now we
yeah,
can
yeah.
now we
Stop.
can finally say Kimmy never got us something, so we're sticking with the.
I will. I just have. Your girl's
No,
broke right
it's all
now.
good.
But
What is he looking up?
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
looking up Oblivion.
Oh my god.
We still recording the
Anyway.
podcast,
Oh,
Danny.
yeah.
We're
Sorry.
we're still recording
It's
the
not Oblivion.
podcast, dude.
But speaking of being broke right now, some crazy shit happened to me. Hot Topic, unfortunately, /BoxLunch had a breach in their data, and they have been hacked into. And from that, someone has tried to steal some of my money in my bank. And so I've been dealing with that. And apparently I told a few of my friends, and the same thing happened to her. And she's the one that actually informed me that it was because of Hot Topic. I didn't know there was a breach. Have you guys heard any of that?
No, I didn't hear anything, honestly.
Yeah, I don't be shopping at the topic of hot.
It's Hot Topic, BoxLunch, and Torrid. Those are the three companies that are all the same company.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's Hot Topic and BoxLunch are two of my all-time favorite places to shop. They have all the nerdy things.
Yeah.
And I bought things for you guys there all the time. So it's just, oh my God, get your shit together, guys. Because now the hackers are just out there doing it. Super annoyed. So now I don't have a debit card for the next week. So we'll see.
Now, especially with the thing that happened with BoxLunch and the allergy reaction thing too, they're dropping the ball.
Yeah.
getting cooked right now.
So basically, for you guys that don't know, one really tragic thing happened at a BoxLunch hosted event, and a content creator that was very known in the Disney scene. She was Hispanic. I think she was Dominican. I don't currently remember her name, but she multiple times asked the staff if there was certain allergies. I think it was peanuts. She made sure ahead of time, multiple people confirmed that ahead of time. She asked, made sure there's nothing in there. They assured her, no. Finally, the time comes and she eats it. She starts having a reaction. She's like, I need to go to the hospital. And apparently someone stopped her and was like, no, we need to take pictures first and then after. And literally that caused her to die because she couldn't go to the hospital in time and she died.
Oh my god! Someone wanted to take. Who wanted to take?
They
pictures?
wanted, I don't know, but they wanted to take. They were like, we need to take pictures first. And it's just, it's
So tragic.
It's so tragic because it's like things like this could have heavily been avoided, whether it was for, preparing ahead of time, take someone's allergies serious, or even afterwards, like preventing her to go to the hospital to take pictures. Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
It's just so disappointing because, we appreciate these companies and what they do, bring, spread the fun and awareness of like all the fun things that we love and appreciate and we love to consume and everything. But for like, we're content creators, we have a lot of influencer friends and stuff like that. And to think that they're not being cared for or that something could be just their lives thrown away for something like that, it's just very sad and hurtful.
Yeah. Sucks,
I hate to see it, especially for like an event like that.
And a lot of things are happening in the world. The companies are going through a lot of things. So, everybody, keep yourself safe with these foods.
Absolutely.
And if you have to go to the hospital, just go. Someone with asthma, figure that shit out. Don't take any risks.
I got asthma.
Most people have asthma.
Yeah.
That's not true.
I don't.
Yeah. Well, 2 out of 3.
I was close to 9/11, so I got asthma.
Is that really why?
Wow.
You have asthma, you think?
Yeah.
I mean, stuff like that develops.
Yeah, it happens. It's life.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Marvel Rivals?
Yes, another thing I've been doing. But before that,
Both of
before
you.
we hop into that conversation, the other things I've been doing. So, Sonic 3.
Oh, yeah, she saw Sonic.
So-
She saw Sonic 3 without us, so it's like
We agreed to watch it together.
We lightly discussed, but we didn't. I don't know. We didn't set a date or
in
anything.
agreement. Sorry, we didn't like draw blood and
I
shake
thought.
on it.
I don't know.
She didn't even fuck with the first 2 movies like that.
I
That's
tried.
true.
I said, well,
Like
the first one was
that.
like, eh. The second one was like, okay. So you can see that they're genuinely getting better. And I think that they took into account a lot of people's criticisms because they were like, okay, first one's all right. Second one's all right. Knuckles' show was absolute dog shit. And then they were like, okay, let's take the criticisms and make this better. Because one, they went in on the budget for like how they look. They all look amazing. 2, they took away a lot of the human stories. Like it's a lot less. They are in it. We love that. But they're a lot less, which is great. Like we want the character development and all that stuff. 3, Jim Carrey did amazing.
Jimothy, my boy Jimothy Carrothy.
He's doing his best. In
He
this
is
role.
loving it, bro. Sonic 10. I can't wait for Sonic 10, y'all.
Oh my god.
Sonic 10 is literally the Fast and Furious I needed. Like, I will never expect the movies to be the highest quality movie. I'm just here for a good time and a fast time.
Yep.
How was Shadow?
He
Wait,
was.
Did you play like?
I
the
didn't
video
know.
games?
So
She's
I
not a
never
Sonic
played any
girly.
of the games,
Okay.
but 2 of my best friends are like huge
Just
fanatics.
tell me one thing about the movie. One spoiler. Does he ever hold an AK in the movie?
No, they changed that.
To what?
He does have. I will say he does have a
pew-pew.
gun.
He has a pew-pew.
He
Oh,
does have a
has
gun, but it's not an AK because they had to make it more kid friendly. But he does have a gun that he like. Bitch,
Bah, bah. All
Yeah.
Right, all right.
that he be
Cool.
shooting. So,
That's-
and it's not much of a spoiler either. So no, this is not a spoiler. But there will be another Sonic movie after.
okay. Now I have one spoiler question. Does he skate?
Ooh. Like, does he like ice
Does he
skate?
skate? Does he like skate?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't run.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
He does,
Okay.
and they
Oof.
explained it really well. It looks so cool.
Please keep my edgelord edgy. Please.
He
I
does.
don't. I know you. I can take the AK, but please keep the little skate. I just like it.
Does he curse?
Damn.
That's
No.
fine. Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I don't.
Oh,
no,
he doesn't?
He doesn't.
How did
Aw.
Keanu Reeves do in the voice acting?
He did fantastic. I was like, this is pure emo boy, like sexy voice. I was like, this is it.
Well, this is one of the few times I feel like with animated stuff or like CG, whatever you want to call it, where like sometimes I don't like for example, the Mario movie. I didn't really love that like everybody was just celebrity actors. You know what I mean? Like instead of them actually getting real voice actors.
For
to,
Sonic
like,
2,
to
you
do-
mean?
I'm talking about for like Mario.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Whereas like for Sonic, it's seeming to find a good balance between like the fact that they got the video game tales.
Yes.
Respect, right?
So much respect.
Respect there. So like, and I understand like if you don't want to go with like the past Sonic characters, totally get it. Ben Schwartz was actually the person who did the original test voice when they were pitching it. So like they just decided to keep him. So
Okay.
respect on that level too. Idris Elba as Knuckles.
I like it.
Fantastic.
He does a great job.
Great job. And then like Jimothy is there, so like that's good. And then like Keanu Reeves is ideal Shadow.
Fantastic.
Ideal. So whoever they cast, I don't know what else other characters happen to show up that are like, animals and who the voice actors are for that. I know Jessica Jones is somehow involved.
Yes, Kristen Ritter.
Yeah, so like she's somewhere in there, but like I don't know who she plays. So
she's a real person.
Yeah, she plays an army person, but like if they would have made her like Rouge the Bat.
No, I feel like Rouge. I feel like Rouge. No, I feel like Rouge the Bat needs a deeper voice, something that sounds better.
Boy, Kristen Ritter could get something. Man.
She can get something, but I don't think she doesn't give Rouge the Bat energy.
She gets snarky.
She does give.
You
snarky.
didn't play the games.
But I know the vibe. I watched the show as a kid.
That's fine. She watched the show.
Yeah.
Sonic X. You gotta go
yes. Banging theme song. Absolutely love it.
So what do you give the movie out of 10?
Apparently IGN gave it a 6 out of 10.
Nah, that's crazy.
Mind you, I think they gave the first 2 movies a 7 out of 10.
No, that's it. I don't believe them. I don't take them seriously because the first 2 movies were like meh. The second one was better. Third one, this is the absolute best. I think if you're an actual Sonic fan, you're going to absolutely adore it because my friends that I watched it with, they were like, wow, this scene was specifically taken out of this thing. And that song is specifically taken out of that. And this is from this. Yeah. And this is from that. Like they
Easter eggs in there for you.
Lots of Easter eggs for those who, who watch it. But also if you don't watch it, it's still a great time. So wonderful.
So what'd you give it?
I give it a solid 8 out of 10.
Okay.
It was really good.
You know what that means? That means that's going to be a 10 out of 10 for me. That's a 10 out of 10 for me, boy. If that's an 8 for her after what she said about the first 2, yeah, that's a 10.
We're going to have to go watch it.
Yeah.
Watch it.
There's nothing I think that's going to make me not like the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. All right, but then
Marvel Rivals, yeah.
Next up, yeah. So, Cory, you finally started a video game.
I played. Yo, why?
No. He plays.
She's taking
He plays. Yo,
why she saying it like that?
Okay.
Because you're not a gamer.
No, I never said he wasn't a gamer.
Off camera,
just not this kind of game.
I played Fortnite.
No, I know. You play Fortnite. You play your other games.
I play my
other games. Your little Pokemon TCG.
No, I play those games too.
Yo, why she saying like that? You finally played a game. Like you could have said like this arena fighter game.
I don't know what to call those.
That's what they are.
Arena fighters?
You've been playing Overwatch for years.
Yeah, but I don't know what the hell to call it. A 6v6?
Whatever.
Anyways. Marvel Rivals, guys.
I don't know what I am doing. I had fun. I played last night on stream with Spencer, Chin, or Brolic Pump. Sorry. And, Izzy, who did our intro, the sound that we do this for, and then we had like other people in the chat, stuff like that. They all knew what they were doing. I joined the lobby at level 2, and only because I did the practice. Everybody else, yeah, like you get experience.
Yeah, you get experience points, and you level up.
You level up and stuff like that. So it's not like level isn't your strength. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like so you can like get stuff unlockables, etc., etc. The first person I tried to play as, I tried Psylocke because I saw it was rated high. Originally, I was gonna be biased fanboy and pick Wolverine.
You should have.
And I said, I saw like how low he was rated, and I said, I don't really want to put myself through a bad time right now.
He's still good in like the quick play stuff. That the rankings that we showed were in like the higher, the higher master people.
Nice.
Yeah, for the people who are really good.
I gotta get nice with the people that people are nice with, though. That should be the goal, right?
Valid.
I want to contribute to the team. I don't want to just pick stupid people that people was like, why would you pick that person, bro? Like, please make it easier for us. So I tried Psylocke. Cute when I was in the practice mode. When I had to really go on the field, I said, nah, I'm dying like one hit, I'm dead.
She's very difficult.
Every time I said, I'm good. And then I tried Hella after that. I couldn't really...
I'm trying to play her too. I'm trying to
really
learn
get a grasp of what was going on. Then I tried Magneto. And I was like, okay. I got a lot of health.
Okay. So you got 2 DPS and 1 tank.
Okay, yeah, whatever you just said. I'm like, I don't know what that meant, but
okay, so let's rewind.
Damage per second, and somebody who can take a lot of hits.
Let's rewind. So for the people that don't know, so Marvel Rivals is basically another Overwatch, basically with Marvel characters. So it's a 6v6 game, and there's strategists, which are the healers. There's duelists, which are the DPS damage, and then there's vanguards, which are the tanks. So the big boys, and yeah, so you can choose one of the 3, and currently there is You can just do whatever kind of groups you want.
Yeah.
And these are all your favorite Marvel characters, whether they're X-Men or they're just out there.
So I do have a critique about like the designs. I know they're gonna come out with more like costumes, but like these original looks that they're going for, not a fan.
Really?
Just not for me. It's just it. I don't know.
It depends on who it is. Some of them look really good, and some of them I'm like, eh.
Some of them it feels too fanficky for me, and I'm like,
I mean,
I think that's just me being old school. You know what I mean? Like I just sometimes when it leans too much into like the realisticness look of it all, like man, I wish like the Magneto original, like the Magneto they used looked a little more like Magneto versus like old scruffy guy with a lot of like armor on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not like it doesn't directly scream Magneto.
yeah, I'm not a fan.
That's just my critique.
But hey, one of his skins is the classic
yeah,
X-Men
but
one.
then I gotta
so.
pay for it though.
Exactly.
So
They
I'm like,
make you pay for it.
yeah, like I ain't trying to do that, you know, and maybe because I'm being a brokey with this, but I put enough money in Pokemon TCG where like I can't respectfully put the money in Marvel Rivals right now. I gotta have one dumb purchase at a time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's me with Overwatch. I just got the Avatar: The Last Airbender bundle, and that was a gift.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, I'm not.
Just out of curiosity, how much was that bundle?
It's $50.
It's a whole game.
So you get all the
all 5 skins.
Can you get them individually?
You can.
Not worth it.
But
at
what's
that
the
You
point?
might as well
If
bundle
they
it.
all look cool.
You end up spending less if you just bundle it.
Yeah.
But like, I feel you because sometimes you only want one person anyway,
Yeah.
right?
I get
so
it,
like,
yeah.
I get that, but like,
If you want 2 and you're like, I only want these 2, it's basically
you kind of fucked yourself.
That's how
at
they
that
get you.
point. Yeah,
exactly.
there's no winning. But like, I felt like I played a little bit better with Magneto when playing it.
okay.
The only thing is my aim is caca. So like every time I was using my special move or whatever, I wasn't hitting nobody because like I'm a baka. And that's my fault. First night playing it, right? That was the first 3 hours ever playing it on stream. And then all the other moves I was good at blocking for people and giving people shields. But I didn't necessarily want to play healer at the time. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Okay.
I didn't really want because I don't want to be responsible for healing people. It seems like a very stressful situation to be in. So like
Sometimes.
I was good. And then the last person I tried was Iron Fist.
Yes.
Yeah, shit was mad fun.
Okay.
Iron Fist was mad fun. Just like run around the map and sneak people, the sneaking nation. Just
Okay.
hit the oda. Just OD, bro. Like
He's
I had fun. He could triple jump, just run on walls. Like that one I had the most fun because of the movement.
I
But,
haven't tried him yet.
but I could definitely but I hate that shark. Playing against like
I love Jeff.
you know how many times I got thrown off the stage? I didn't even know you get thrown off the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know what this game looks like.
Bro, there's a little shark they added. I don't know what it's
So Jeff the shark is like a land shark, and he's like the size of a dog, and he's in the Deadpool comics. Deadpool and Gwenpool.
How would they add such a random character?
Well, that's the point.
It's
That's the
yeah,
fun.
it's comics.
Oh,
You
okay.
can do whatever. So yeah,
Is
he's just
Deadpool in it?
not yet. Deadpool
You gotta
has
think about it. They're gonna add like
yeah,
this is
they're
the-
gonna add characters
Right.
coming in. And you know, Marvel has a plethora of characters to choose from, so everyone's kind of speculating who's coming next and all that kinds of stuff. Danny, were you always like Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
You were always a Marvel?
Yeah.
So what is a character that you think would be cool in this?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
Already-
Spider-Man's in
already
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Who
I don't know
else?
who's in it and like who's not in
I'm
it.
taking
Yeah.
it like who are some more people?
I'm trying to think about people who aren't in there.
Well, there's not a lot of X-Men in there. So
Yeah, there's only a few.
everybody he's gonna think of, they're already in there.
yeah.
He's not, trust me, I don't think he's gonna pull out some character out of his ass.
Like, what am I gonna like? Iron Man? He's in it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know villains like that.
That's okay. Have you ever played
What
any of
about
these kinds of
Thanos?
games? No, not yet.
Okay. What?
Have you ever played any of these
Marvel
kinds of
vs.
games?
Capcom,
Okay.
or like I don't know, arena fighting games.
No.
Any of those?
No. I
Okay,
haven't-
but
I've
you were a
never
Marvel
played-
vs. Capcom person.
Yeah.
I like those. Yeah. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was my favorite. So if you guys
2
like
is the
that
best.
kind of stuff, you think so? You think 2 is the best?
2 is hands down infinitely the biggest roster, best move set, most balanced. Well, not the most balanced play, but just the most like stages. Like the roster in 3 is so disappointing compared to 2, and like how it plays and that style that they animated it in. Like I like 2D. I like
Okay.
traditional sprite work, like that CG look, and then like them forcefully implementing like certain characters into it just because of like contract deals and things. I not a fan. Not a fan. 2 any day of the week.
I started at 3, so I can't say anything.
Yeah. You would have more fun at 2 because I think if you just see the how many characters you could choose from, you would want for nobody.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm curious to see what this game is like. I think I'm gonna try to download it later.
I think you should.
Yeah.
It's available on all consoles and on PC too. And there's crossplay. So if you guys want to play with your friends.
Well, be careful. You got this wrong last time. More modern consoles.
Yes. So PS5s.
Most recent Xboxes. Don't whip out your Xbox 360. your Xbox One X or
your
whatever.
PC, and I think it is available on the Switch, to my knowledge.
Shit, can the Switch even handle?
It can handle Overwatch, DK, so we'll see.
DK.
Yep. But yeah, so one thing I have is that people are like, oh, is Marvel Rivals better than Overwatch? No, it's not. And there's a bunch of things that need to change in Marvel Rivals for it to get better or on the level of Overwatch. So 5 things that need to change for Marvel Rivals to up its game to be on the level of Overwatch. 1, sound score. There's no way to tell when you're on overtime and you need to push the cart. Like, there's no when the music changes in a video game and you're just like, oh my God, like we gotta go. Everybody get to the point. Like, there's no indication of that. Like, I finished a game and you would think it's the middle of the match.
Thing it flashed.
Okay.
Exactly. Like, there's no.
It's another Danny. You might as well just even take a seat.
Well, like in any kind of game, like in Pokemon or something, when the music changes and you're like, oh snap, like the last final boss just came out. You know, like there's nothing.
When the health bar gets red in Pokemon.
Yes, there's nothing. Speaking of that, thing 2, there's no indication that you're about to die. Like in Overwatch,
have a health bar?
You just die.
There is a health bar. But in Overwatch, when you die, like when you're about to die, you get like a, like your character's like, about to
Reacting.
die. The scene looks a little different, gets a little
Like
shoddy.
in Call of Duty, like everything
Exactly.
goes red. And
Yeah.
There's nothing. So everyone just kind of dies and you're like, oh, snap, I should have gotten something. Like there's no indication that that's happening. So that sucks. Third thing, everybody needs to move faster. Why is everybody so slow?
Yo, I was thinking that, bro. I'm
Oh
like,
my God.
dude, I was like, why am I moving at the speed? I was like, damn, son, like these motherfuckers on the other side of the map fighting, and like by the time I catch up, I'm like, oh, shit, I ain't. Luckily, when I got Iron Fist, he could triple jump his way to give a little bit of speed. But
There's
when I'm
like
Magneto,
4 characters.
I'm like crawling.
4
boy.
characters that like can move fast,
Yeah,
and like that's it.
Okay.
And so that sucks. 4, roll queue. Roll queue. There absolutely needs to be a roll queue. So what that means is that there needs to be a way so that there's 2 vanguards, 2 duelists, 2 strategists. Because if you just play by yourself, everyone's just gonna play DPS. Nobody wants to be a healer. Nobody wants to be a tank. And it's like, no, we need this. For years, people in Overwatch were saying, we don't need roll queue. We don't need roll queue. But it was like you would go into an ass game and playing quick play by yourself sucks because it's like, okay, why do I have to be the tank? Why do I have to be the healer when I want to have fun too? But roll queue really, like, you have both modes. You can choose either do roll queue or open queue.
Okay.
So you know what you're getting yourself into. And I think Marvel Rivals needs that to be better. So in both competitive and regular.
Okay.
So, and lastly, better communication. They need
communication.
Yes, because one,
You talking
there's
like on the screen? Because that just sounds like a talking issue, right?
well, actually, on 3 points now. One, there is no team chat. You cannot go in and be on your microphone. They don't have that, which isn't super weird. So there's no way to communicate with your team, especially for like competitive or anything. So that's 1. 2, on the wheel, you have to set up a wheel for communication to say hi, gather here, thank you. Like if you don't set it up yourself or you don't know it, it's not going to be there and no one knows how to do it. I had someone help me with it so that it matches like the Overwatch one. But if that didn't happen, I wouldn't have known it was there. And then 3, it's super hard to like get to the chat itself to be like, hey, group up or something, or like, hey, I'm gonna do a portal, come with me.
It's not
like,
intuitive.
It's so much more difficult, way more buttons to press. It's terrible. So absolutely, those need to change.
So your criticisms, right? So it sounds like these are things that they probably will most likely improve on as it goes because the game just came out, right?
Yep, we're hoping.
I want to make sure that people don't take it like you are Overwatch stan, so I don't want people to also take it as like you're wanting the game to fail because it seems like you did have fun with the game, and you enjoyed it. So it's not like you're saying here like this will never be better than Overwatch. It's just like, hey, if you want to be better than Overwatch, just do this. Essentially, right?
Be on the same level, So like people are saying like,
well, you don't think it can become better than Overwatch?
I don't think so.
You gotta think about the age, how old Overwatch is versus this game, how much time has passed from the beginning to now.
I think the appeal of Marvel Rivals is that it has the history of all the characters that you already know versus Overwatch is a bunch of original characters. So people appeal to like, this is what I know so far. I'm going with what I know versus trying something completely new.
Do you think Marvel Rivals will continue to grow in popularity, or do you think this is just going to be a quick phase?
Oh no, I do think it's gonna be big. It has the potential to do so much. So if it keeps improving and doing all these like implemented things, I think it'll be a great time.
But you don't think it'll be bigger than Overwatch ever?
I don't know. I think
That's what I'm asking you, because what you just said, I'm like kind of confusing me just now, because I'm asking you like, hey, are you thinking that the game can never be big? Because in my head, automatically, because it is a Marvel game that has the IP on it, because call it what it is in this world, like IPs sell more than original. Like that's just whether it be whether it's movies, like it's just always the case. Like, I know we complain about like we need more original movies, but like studios are acting upon it because they know, once you see the name that you know already, you're gonna like have high numbers. So us thinking the game will probably get better functionally. I mean, it'd be kind of hard to think that they wouldn't try to make it better.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure Overwatch also got exceptionally better from when it first released in 2017?
2016, I think.
2016?
Yeah,
so we're talking about 8 years.
Yeah.
An 8-year difference. So let's just say, now that Marvel sees the gap, it does have the potential to probably get bigger than
Absolutely.
Overwatch.
I do think it will have its time where like Overwatch is a lot less than what Marvel is and Marvel Rivals. Everyone has its phases and all that kinds of stuff. It's just really interesting to see the exact, like history repeats itself. So now people are running GOATs, which is like 3 tanks and 3 healers. And that was like a huge thing in Overwatch. People are also doing double shield, another thing in Overwatch that was an issue. So it's like, see it all repeat itself. So it's like, people are saying, oh, comparing the two. But it's somebody else that just like really likes both. It's like, we have 2 cakes.
Yes.
We can eat both.
Yeah, but they are still competition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, as a consumer, you're eating. But at the end of the day, these two are fighting for share. And, that's what we're here to talk about. We're a podcast. We're not always here to talk about but I'm having a good time. We got to talk about the nuance of it all. So,
well, we'll see.
I can't see, as long as they, those same improvements you just said, because I'm not as knowledgeable as on the mechanics and how they need to be improved.
Yes.
Everything you said, I was like, yes, that would actually make my life better as somebody who played for 3 hours yesterday. So I agree with you. I'm not refuting it. It's more like, hey, this thing has a lot of potential. You know what I mean? Such a big roster of characters. It's much easier to just take characters people know and make characters than come up with a whole new character for people to love.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
And God forbid, who knows who they can add that in this list that have me be like, oh, I'll try it no matter what. I mean, Wolverine's already there, but that's easy. But like, you give me, I don't know, a Cyclops, like
Jean Grey, Cyclops, X-23.
Yeah, you
when
get
X-23 comes,
a Mr. Fantastic.
Actually, Mr. Fantastic, The Thing, and Fire Guy. They all just
Human
leaked.
Torch.
Yeah, Human Torch. They all are leaked to be the next group coming in.
Yeah, so you have so many options. So the game definitely has a lot of upside. I had fun. I'll definitely continue playing it. You know, I suck. I just want to put that out there.
But guys, I highly, if you guys really don't play or are interested in playing, I highly recommend trying Marvel Rivals because it's at a good place where everybody kind of sucks. So even if you're in the practice range playing by yourself, it's really fun to play with friends. I highly recommend playing with friends than by yourself. But yeah, and if you like Marvel Rivals, try Overwatch. It's a really good time on both ends, and things have improved. So.
Right. So now that we got through that part of the podcast, let's get into us closing out 2024.
Woo!
There's a lot to take in, a lot to watch.
Yeah. So we compiled the 10 anime this year that all 3 of us have watched. That is the caveat about this list here. Not something that only 2 of us saw, only 1 of us saw, just so we can have a full discussion about it, because there's plenty of things we've seen by ourselves that we didn't see as a group. So we took the 10 series that we watched this year as a group, and now we're going to rank them in order from 1 to 10, from like the best to the worst. Okay. So Danny, you want to give us the 10 anime that are on this list that all 3 of us seen that we will be ranking in order?
List goes Kaiju number 8, DanDaDan, Frieren, Delicious in Dungeon, Solo Leveling, Go-Go Loser Ranger, Mashle, My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, and Undead Unluck,
Woohoo!
which started in 2023 but ended in 2024.
Yes.
All
We
right.
don't want to hear it.
All right. So, what do we think should go in the number 10 slot here?
Okay. So starting in number 10.
I think I'm going to give this to, I'll probably say Undead Unluck.
I kind of agree.
You know,
Damn, I was going to give it to Mashle season 2.
no,
Mashle season 2 was good.
Number one, the intro was absolutely.
Yeah.
No. It plays
No,
a part.
it does play a part.
It plays a part. The comedy was hilarious.
Yeah, I liked it.
I thought it was strong. It did not get old. It introduced some new characters, like the musical one.
Yeah.
I thought that
so
she was
unique.
Great.
They
Or
were
he.
they were so cool. They
They were amazing. I loved it. And then Undead Unluck, like again, like it was a good for me. It was a good adaptation from the manga because I read the manga when it came out and I did not like it. So the anime adaptation was great.
Okay.
And you
It
just,
wasn't like
and then you stopped.
easy.
Also,
Yeah.
guys, prefaces because Undead Unluck and what else is on here that started in 2023? Nothing. Right?
Demon Slayer.
No, Demon Slayer was this year. We know that Undead Unluck started in 2023, but it ends in 2024. But we also didn't put Jujutsu Kaisen on this list because we were not about to like reglaze.
No, but it ended in 2023. We saw.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, December.
Yeah, it ended
Oh.
in December.
So it doesn't
So we're
count.
fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Undead Unluck, I don't know. For me, like it just didn't. I remember watching it back, but there's no moments where I was like, "Oh, whoa, what? That's crazy."
Damn.
It was cool. I had some times where, tearjerker moments, little things with like the zombies and all that. But I do think out of the list that we have, it was the weakest.
I think
It was a good
wasn't-
time. I did watch it. I enjoyed it. I love a big titty man, but
What about the romance?
the romance was cute. I will give them
Alright.
that.
I mean,
it was nice.
it wasn't done as well as DanDaDan. I'm not going to sit here and say it was done as well, but like I liked that aspect.
and
of
also
it. Like,
very adult.
you know what I mean? Like it was
Very adult.
a very adult tone. I liked the concept. I liked how the powers worked, like the
Mhm.
negators. I think the animation looked pretty okay.
Yeah.
I think what held it back was the fact that it was on Hulu, so
Yeah.
that really didn't mess up.
Less accessible to a lot of people.
Yeah, I don't
100%.
think as much people saw it or even knew it existed without people talking about it.
Hmm.
I really, really enjoyed the series, but I mean, hey, it's 3 of us here, so I don't know if I can really argue my point out of taking this out of 10.
I think just out of the list that we have a lot of strong contenders for this year for 2024.
This just doesn't hold up.
It doesn't
It's
compare
great,
to
though.
them. It's
Hey,
fantastic.
top
I
10
still
for
still
us.
still recommend.
Okay, so what about let's get to number 9.
Number 9, I would probably put Mashle there.
If I couldn't put Mashle at 10, it's got to be number 9. Like out of everything on this list,
Honestly, I would put it at number 9.
I'm fine with Mashle being at number 9.
Yeah,
like
like-
it was okay.
like it's fun, it's cute. Like I
It was
enjoy
great.
it. Like,
I enjoyed having it
yeah,
back.
this is not me saying it's bad. You know what I mean? But it's fun time. It's
The animation didn't do anything crazy.
it was simple,
It
right?
was clean, crisp. The
Bang
comedy
and
is
song.
Mashle's best aspect.
Yes.
And we'll
Yep.
see if season 3's intro holds a
Let's see.
candle
I mean,
to Creepy Nuts' season
now
2.
the intro ended up on my top 5 for Spotify, actually.
It
for the
ended up on
year.
mine too.
Yeah, so
course
it
it
was
did.
great. It's a good time. But
But if DanDaDan had come in earlier,
If
who
DanDaDan came
knows?
in earlier, it would definitely be higher because listen, bro, Mashle had it going on TikTok, but DanDaDan people every Thursday people was like, it's DanDaDan Thursdays. I mean, come on, man. Nobody was even watching Mashle. People just like the intro.
It's
Yeah.
true.
it's a good time.
Yeah. So number 9, Mashle.
Number
Number
9,
9,
Mashle. All
Alright,
right.
Number 8. This is a.
Number 8, I'm gonna say My Hero.
No, I'm gonna say Demon Slayer.
I could go.
Okay.
I could go with Demon Slayer.
Okay, you're right. You're
I-
right.
I
'Cause
could-
Demon Slayer, it was a training arc.
I loved it though. I think
Training.
it was beautifully animated. I don't think it's as bad as Cory says.
Okay, listen. I'm not saying it's bad.
No, but you
know
say it's boring. It's not necessary. It's all that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
no,
I
no,
think
no.
so.
No, I said cut it in half. That's multiple times. I said it so many times.
Yes,
I didn't say.
cut it in
I didn't
half
say
because you don't
don't
think
do
it's
it.
necessary.
I didn't say remove it. Remove it means I don't think it's necessary. Cut it in half means like, hey, instead of this being 7 episodes of training, make it 3.5.
But I don't. That's why you're saying it's unnecessary. You're cutting it in half because you don't want that. You don't want 3.
No, I'm not saying I don't want it. I said I don't want it for that long.
Exactly.
You cannot want something for.
But I want it for that long.
Oh,
I
God.
think it's great because we got to see like the Hashira.
Who cares?
And I think I care. I,
don't-
like
it's
seeing
too-
I
it.
just met them niggas. I don't care.
Exactly. You don't care, but there's me and so many other people that love to see this side of these characters that we don't know, that we only saw aesthetically. They're
Take up a whole
beautiful.
season. gonna take up a whole season.
I think it's great. We haven't had them at all. How are we gonna care if
they're all? Oh God, I'm about to spoil it.
I was gonna say, how do we know? I don't know anything about the next, part. So how do we know?
Like this
exactly.
the end.
So how do I know if they're gonna die or not? Why would I care if they died if I don't know them? We got to get to know them.
I'd prefer to have met them and got to know them. And this is the fault. This is not the fault of. I mean, it is the fault of the series. It's not as long, right? It's not that long running. If this was what they were doing at first was an arc at a time, that's when I was liking it. They crammed it. Oh, they crammed 6 Hashira. How many? Correct me. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Which the
Wind?
The Wind dude, I don't know nothing about.
No. Wind is
Earth dude, I didn't know nothing about. Snake.
No, I'm not saying Wind. Gyu is Wind. I'm just saying
Gyu is water.
I know. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying we got more backstory on him.
Oh,
in this
okay.
season.
You know what I mean? So, I liked when they were giving me one season at a time. The series is not that long. This is one of the faults I say about hey, this is what happens when things get cut short. I didn't like that it was crammed for 4 different Hashira in 7 episodes. I prefer that. So when you just dump it all into me in one moment, and then this is the next season is the final season, that means you did this just so you can just be done. It's all crammed in right now because this is the end. We're not about to see, but we don't know how much more. No, we know the ending. We and I already know.
Y'all know the ending. I don't.
They get introduced now just to they're getting rid of a lot. You know what I mean? Like these motherfuckers is not about to all. So it's like
it's not a happy-go-lucky episode.
So it's 7 episodes. It's 7 episodes just to do that next season. You should have spread this out.
Valid. Okay.
So that's why I'm mad at it. I'm not mad at it happened.
Okay. I thought there was another season after.
No, this is it. You get the movie and it's this final arc. You know what I mean? You're not getting another arc.
Okay.
So that's my issue with it. I'm not saying get rid of it. I'm saying this stint, 7 episodes straight. 7 episodes straight.
Okay.
So, but yeah,
number 7 and number 8, it's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, all of that to say that we both agree it should be at number 8.
Yeah.
So, number 7,
My Hero Academia.
I think My Hero season 7.
I agree.
Here, I can't really.
It was fun, but it wasn't as strong as a lot of these other ones.
The second intro went hard.
The second intro was so much better. Also, lots of action, super drama. We got death, we got, dramatics, we got the crying, we got.
And there were moments where the anime this season did try to make certain things look a little better. Like they tried not to go blue sky effect. But the moments when they really tried, it was sitting here you're trying during all the heteromorphs backstory to try to get creative with this guy. Now of all times, my G.
The war.
The one thing I'm hurry up, let's get past this. I was I can wait till these episodes come out. I'm not watching this weekly. You know what I mean? And we already read it. We're not gonna go mad really deep into the story of My Hero because we've talked about it so much this year. But season 7 being number 7, I think.
Yeah, I think that's pretty solid.
So I think the list is about to get a little bit harder now.
Yes.
So
number 6? I don't know. For number 6.
Oh,
I don't know.
Putting Solo
Leveling. I was gonna say Solo Leveling. I feel like
it's either Solo Leveling or Delicious Dungeon.
No, absolutely not. You're bugging.
No.
You're bugging.
Nah.
Okay. Solo Leveling. I'll put. Listen, Go Loser Ranger original story. Right. I really like it. Again, you got the boys meets Power Rangers. I love that. It really petered off for me because I watched 11.
Did you even finish it?
I watched 11 out of the 13 episodes.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I said
for me, it really petered off around once he joined the school thing and impersonated that orange haired kid. It really kind of petered off for me a little bit. Again, the concept is great, but Solo Leveling, Kimmy just said right now she binged it in 4 hours. That is a hype train, and it looks great the entire time. There's a lot of slow moments that happens in Go Loser Ranger.
Nothing wrong with slow moments.
No, yeah. I know, but I'm just saying there were more aesthetically, visually pleasing things that happened in Solo Leveling.
Yeah, but I like that I got to laugh.
Yeah, I think
nothing was funny about Solo Leveling.
No, it was very adventure-y. It was straight to the point. It was cool. It was hands.
What was adventure-y?
Solo Leveling?
Solo Leveling.
Okay. Yeah,
trying to be adventurous.
Exactly. So it was interesting, but I think there was way more that you got out of it in Go Loser Ranger. It's not just him by himself, just growing up doing his stuff. It's interesting. It's a
He is
great
by
story, great
himself.
concept. But Go Loser Ranger, he meets people, he develops character.
There's other characters that part of the cast where it's like in
Yes.
Solo Leveling, there is no cast right now besides the main character.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? It's really all, and I think it just depends on what you come for sometimes. And I think that, you know, the same way that you do feel about JJK, this gives you like, this is hypo, like this is, and I'm not saying that's the only thing you like, but this gave you that formula that you seem to enjoy, which is like, yo, it's something's going on. It's hype. It doesn't disappoint with regards to the visuals, but like it doesn't take the time to do so much other aspects of storytelling. In which, like, I'm not saying Go Loser Ranger is fantastic, right? But I will say I thoroughly enjoyed the humor. I enjoyed the little bit of action that they try to do, whatever budget they try to do. The intro was fire.
Intro was fire. And the outro.
The outro was fire. You know what I mean?
Intro is true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Solo Levelings so
Right.
bad. Skip every time.
The world,
Every time.
the mystery and the world building. I'm not saying Solo Leveling doesn't have it, but like Go Loser Ranger is doing more things that has me curious to see how it plays out. Whereas Solo Leveling, I'm not gonna say that there's not gonna be any plot twists, but like he's gonna continue solo and leveling.
He's gonna do his thing.
All right, yeah, I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Damn, so you're playing Solo Leveling number 6.
Solo Leveling
Yeah.
number 6. All right, and then number 5, I do say yes.
I can, much as I still want to put Delicious in Dungeon.
No,
Lore, I know-
absolutely
I
not.
know,
No,
I know
you're
you're not gonna let me.
No,
Like, I know
we're
you're
not.
Dude, Delicious in Dungeon?
It was
Dude.
so good.
So much better than Go Loser.
God. yes.
It was the worst binge of my life. son.
No,
Who
you're
told-
ridiculous. Also,
No.
the fact that you binged it, it's
That's
like
your fault.
Yeah, that's your fault. It's not a bingeable
Buddy,
thing.
I was the last
for-
one to watch it, and I didn't binge it.
Yeah,
I was doing that shit a few episodes a week.
Yeah, and it's great. It helps you be like, oh, this is this for today. It's
It
more a
was
slice
fun.
of life.
What's that girl's name? The elf. What's her
Oh.
name? Oh, I forgot.
Ah,
Starts with an M.
Yes, Marcel.
Marcel.
Oh my god, she's like you said it
Hilarious.
in that one episode. She's hilarious.
Yeah.
She's such a great like female lead.
I ended up
Fine.
rewatching it twice, and it still holds up.
So Go Loser Ranger goes number 5.
Yes, so number
100%.
5, Go Loser Ranger.
100.
All right, so number 4.
Number 4. Okay,
So now we have Kaiju number 8,
Yes.
DanDaDan,
Frieren,
Frieren,
and
and Delicious in Dungeon. Okay,
Okay.
here I think we have to put.
I don't know. I think Kaiju number 8 should be number 4
Oh,
because you got to think about it. Kaiju number 8, it was great, wonderful
Okay.
in the sense
You know
of
what?
like it was adventurous. It was a different age group, so it's like slightly older, dealing with that. Very cool, very new. But at the same time, I feel like this Delicious in Dungeon, like it was a lot funnier. It brings back a lot of the adventure
I
kind of
love
thing
the
that we haven't had
adventure.
in a
I
while.
love the adventure.
Very D&D style, but also brings back something new that's like what is the cooking show we always love?
Food Wars.
Food Wars. Yes, both. So it's like Food Wars mixed with fantasy, mixed with comedy. It was a great thing all around. I think it was nice.
It's fun.
It's really
I think
fun.
I'm gonna also put Kaiju.
Yes.
Oh my
Honestly,
God, dude.
she's kind of right. Kaiju number 8, and again, like even when people were glazing it at the beginning of the year, like yeah, it's cool, it looks great, but I don't know. For me, like I enjoy Kaiju number 8 a lot. I don't love it.
Yeah.
Like the story, like the world building in Delicious in Dungeon. Like I need to know more about this
Justice for
dungeon and the
Kafka.
elves.
Justice for Kafka.
He'll be alright.
Which Kafka was great. I'm super excited to see
Alright,
him. All
well,
the stuff coming back.
Number 3 has to be Delicious in Dungeon at this point.
Yes.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Like, we're not going any further than this.
And now here's where we have to like throw hands with IGN, because IGN rated Anime of the Year for 2024 goes to Frieren. And so the last 2 anime on the list are Frieren and DanDaDan.
I loved Frieren,
This is where we
I
have
love
to.
Frieren, bro.
but
I love Frieren. It's DanDaDan, bro.
It's DanDaDan.
DanDaDan's number 1.
I-
DanDaDan's number 1.
Well, what we say is DanDaDan. We don't mean DanDaDan's number 2. We mean DanDaDan's number 1.
is this unanimous? Is this
I just say DanDaDan, for me, DanDaDan is number 1.
okay?
And it's crazy because Frieren had twice as many episodes. Frieren had what, 27, 28?
Did it?
Because I remember the
thought it was
number
Like
of
20
26.
26.
26?
Maybe,
yeah,
yeah.
I think it's a
You can look it
classic.
up.
Yeah.
Like Frieren was Frieren was a really, really strong, good story.
28.
It gave you all the 28. Yeah.
Wow,
I remember it
really?
being
Yeah.
abnormally longer.
I don't have any complaints about Frieren. I can't
None.
say anything bad about the series. And
No.
like DanDaDan and Frieren are so completely different,
Yeah.
which it makes it hard to really make these lists sometimes
Yeah.
because you're comparing apples to oranges to
Yeah.
like blueberries at this point, and it's really, really difficult.
The only difference for me with something like Frieren is like I'm looking at Frieren and like Delicious in Dungeon, and there are a lot of similarities.
Yes.
There, both have elves, both have dungeons, both have adventures. Then you have DanDaDan, and I don't think you can compare.
And then you
It's
have
like
DanDaDan.
Scooby Doo
Yeah.
and like LSD, like made love and like turned into an anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I also think Frieren had a lot of softer, chill episodes where I was kind of like, versus I feel like DanDaDan keeps me a little bit more engaged.
Yes.
Versus I love Frieren. It was
Yes.
great. I cried the first two episodes heavy.
It's two completely different style
It
stories.
is.
So,
It is. But I do think also a sense of uniqueness
Yes.
with DanDaDan that this is the first of this kind that we've seen in a while. Something that's like, what is it, like 16 plus when
Yeah,
it
at
comes
least.
to the jokes.
Yeah.
while
So we
it's
haven't
18
seen
plus.
that in a while. Is it?
on the Shonen Jump app, you were not able to read the DanDaDan. You had to like, it was on like the 18 and plus. It was Shonen Jump. It was on Shonen Jump Plus.
Mm.
That's what
Yes.
it's called. Like,
Okay.
that's the 18
Yeah.
and older. That's where they would put things like Tokyo Ghoul, and other like seinen-ish series.
Yeah.
I think that's where like DanDaDan gets the bump in regards to the word you use, uniqueness. Like Frieren, we can easily compare it to Delicious in Dungeon and Mushoku Tensei
Yeah.
and so many other fantasy series. We've seen it done so many times, but you know,
Yes.
Frieren does it really,
There's a uniqueness.
really, really, really fucking well. A
Yeah.
lot better than a lot of isekai that tries to go into fantasy or things that are traditional fantasy.
Yes.
DanDaDan is so different. And that's what I think a lot of times we're looking for, like
Yeah.
in regards to anime. Like this is considered, you know, it's in Shonen Jump, but like this isn't traditional shonen, and that's the beauty of anime. There's
Yeah.
there's so many different ways to go about it. That DanDaDan was so refreshing. And I can't stress enough. Yes, Danny, you were right, bro. You've been right since
Yep.
we started the podcast. Still gonna stay anime only.
I mean,
I
it's all
could.
thanks to Science Saru's anime production.
Yes.
Because like it could have been a piss poor anime production.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they did a great job. And
Yeah.
also, I think another aspect of DanDaDan being different is just it's so refreshing to see two main characters actually communicate so well with the
so good.
romance.
The
You know, we're-
romance-
I think we're all used to growing up with like a very long, slow burn.
Bro,
You know what I
even
mean?
the fucking science class, the human body.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I'm over here like gun body, human model body thingy. What
What's
do
the
you call
girl's name?
those?
Haru? Hana?
Hana.
Hana!
Oh,
Bro, like
it's just great all
it's
around.
just it's good animation, good
And
fighting.
the
gives me
comedy.
the feel.
Turbo
Comedy.
Granny.
The comedy,
Granny Seiko.
Turbo Granny Seiko's a baddie.
It's so
like
funny.
it does it all.
Yeah.
Man. It does it all.
So yeah, I really do think
Yeah,
Danny,
that-
you ate with that.
yeah, bro.
DanDaDan Anime of the Year
And-
2024.
Anime of
Well,
the year.
Moon Pieces anime of the year.
We'll see what
at
Crunchyroll
least.
has to say.
We'll see what they have to
IGN
say.
IGN doesn't have their shit together.
Yes, but preface it. Just these are the things that all three of us have seen.
Yes.
There's
What
plenty
are
of things
your-
individually we all seen, but go ahead.
What are your guys' honorable mentions for 2024? Things that we haven't watched together. Things that like stood out for us. And yes, we're sticking to anime, not animation.
Oh yeah, because you had to be checked so many times. Danny tried to put Arcane on this list, guys.
Like, no, that's not
And
anime.
Psy.
And we were really sitting here debating with him, trying to tell him, no, bro,
He's like, it's animation. It's
Yeah.
not the
it's
same.
not the same.
For
No.
me, my honorable mention is probably going to be Windbreaker. There were other ones up there like Bleach, Shoku Tensei, but I think Windbreaker for me is going to be my honorable mention because, listen, I'm not going to say like the story is amazing. You know, it's just like a bunch of delinquents. It's a delinquent anime,
Yeah.
but the hands, probably the best I've seen
Okay.
all year. Like the choreography they were doing, they were thinking outside the box. It looks good. The anime intro. Have you heard it, Kimmy?
No, I don't think I
Oh,
have.
you should listen to it.
Oh, it's on my list.
Slaps. It's so good.
Okay.
I think for me, Windbreaker and even the main character, like I said it before on the podcast, like seeing somebody who's just like so rough around the edges because of society's expectations of him and treatment of him because of his outward appearance, to like finally be recognized by other people, by starting to be noticed. in like a positive way. Like it's heartwarming.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Seeing him like develop relationships, like normal relationships and friendships. So for me, I really like that. Windbreaker is my honorable mention of 2024. And I'm
Okay.
really looking forward to season 2 or 2, whatever you want to call it, because that was also 12 episodes.
Okay. What about you, Cory?
For me, I haven't really talked about it often, but I am actually nobody's really talking about it. Tower of God.
Wow.
I am enjoying Tower of God season 2. I know I kept forgetting to bring it up in what I'm watching.
Wait,
but
is the workshop like? Did they finish it?
It seems like it's concluding.
I stopped.
So I can't remember any of the characters' names, right?
Okay.
I'm not. This just. I think it's because it's a manhwa. And my brain is not as used to trying to remember like Korean style names. Maybe skill issue, 100%.
No, it's hard.
So I have a harder time remembering. That's why I think I have a hard time with solo leveling as well. Remembering that guy's name, Sun Jin Woo. Sun Jin Woo. There we go. Yeah. So like even with Squid Games, I have a hard time remembering. That's why I can say the numbers and I can't say the characters. Just the world building is there. The animation's mid, right? The animation's mid. I'm not gonna praise the animation of it. It's just that I like what's going on. I like the story that's going on. I'm just curious.
You are a rare breed, my friends, because a lot of people give up on Tower of God. 1, because of the animation, and 2, because like they just can't. The story's too slow. But like you're used to long running series,
Yeah, bro.
So like you can see.
I can't be broken easily, bro. I cannot be broken easily.
I love this for you, man.
You know what we forgot?
Oh,
Wistoria Wand and Sword.
Oh, no! Yo, I'm embarrassed.
I'm so embarrassed.
Okay, who are we kicking off of this list? Hold on, rewind.
Yo,
do the thingy, rewind.
I forgot we watched that.
Me too. It wasn't until you said that I was like, wait a second. The world building and all that stuff. Yeah. Wistoria Wand and Sword.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Number 3.
No.
Why don't we just take off Undead Unluck?
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
So everything.
Yes, I agree.
So everything literally can stay the same. Mashle at 10, Demon Slayer at 9, My Hero at 8, Solo Leveling at 7, Go-Go Loser Ranger at 6, Kaiju number 8 at 5. And now here's where we're having a hard time.
No, I say Kaiju number 8 should stay 4. I say Wistoria Wand and Sword at 5.
Oh wait, you're saying Kaiju number 8 is better than Wistoria?
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
No, I would put Wistoria over Kaiju number 8.
No, because Wistoria Wand and Sword, it was
Wistoria still regular.
It's still very.
What's the difference between the world building? I would argue is better in Wistoria because you're understanding that they're not on the surface.
Yeah, but
they're somewhere underground.
But the story so far is not as interesting as Kaiju number 8.
Yes, because it is so overplayed.
What is so interesting in Kaiju number 8?
Magic school. It's a guy with no powers trying to have powers. There's a bully. Everyone thinks that he's like regular schmegular when he is secretly, doing his own thing.
Semi-medieval.
It's medieval. Like it's just
fantasy,
overplayed until way later.
There's
that you're
more
like,
mystery and better world building in Wistoria than there is in Kaiju number 8.
Bro, Wistoria has the same setting as Frieren and Delicious in Dungeon.
Ike. Kaiju number 8, big monsters attack the world.
Why does he says go all right? Why does he say that in Japanese?
Ike?
No,
Ike is
like
in
and what?
Spanish.
Oh, you speaking Spanish?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ike, like, and what?
Oh, he's speaking Japanese.
No,
I'm
no,
like, why
I-
does he
I
say
got
Ike?
him.
I'm like,
No.
what?
Kaiju number 8,
like-
it's big monsters attack. Man turns into monster.
Yeah, but
People have Attack on Titan
the
shit.
suits are cool. The way that they work, the kaijus are cool. How the powers are
The
integrated are
kaijus
cool.
look cool.
Yeah, they
like
do.
Monsters.
The main character being a 30-year-old is a very cool concept.
Very
the
big
cycling
new
cast around
concept.
him.
Yeah.
The fact that he's like still absolutely trash. The way the climax at the end, the plot twist and everything like that. Like
Yeah.
what season?
What was the plot twist?
Well, like
That he announced himself?
Well,
as
like
a
that
kaiju?
he announced himself and like
Yeah.
how it all
It's not
turned
a
out.
plot twist. That's a reveal.
The reveal, I expected the reveal to happen way later.
I
You know what I mean?
agree.
The fact that it happened, and the fact that after every episode, everybody was mad when you heard "Nobody loves you the way I do." Come on, bro. That was
Also,
a
the
moment.
intro was very cool, and all of the kaijus, like I said before, were inspired by different plants, zombie plants in real life, as they like to call them.
Come on, dude. Like,
There
come
was,
on.
There was a lot more
Come
to
on.
Kaiju number 8 than to Wistoria Wand and
I
Sword.
think that some of the animation, whatever, it doesn't matter. Honestly, you guys are clearly headstrong with this whole.
Well, like
Kaiju.
I can balance if this was an animation battle. Like, there's so many other like this tier list would be way more
Yeah,
out of
that's
whack.
so
You
different.
know what I mean?
I doubt that. How? So we're saying
Because Mashle didn't look better than you know what I mean. Undead
Then-
Unluck, but Demon Slayer looked better than like mad stuff here.
like what?
Demon Slayer looked better than My Hero. Demon Slayer looked better than Soul Level. Demon Slayer looked better than
Demon Slayer did not look better than Solo Level.
Well, that last
except for the last scene.
You didn't
No,
watch
a
One
lot of-
scene is
no.
not going to make it up for the whole season.
No, it beautifully done. They did a fantastic job aesthetically.
So one scene would put it.
Like I'm
over
just
an
saying, like
entirely-
if you can't just use animation,
Animation by
when
itself.
we haven't been doing that already.
Yeah.
Bro. Delicious in Dungeon animation is not nothing to rave about.
that's how hard the story went.
Ah!
And there were some scenes in Delicious in
I don't even
Dungeon.
Yeah,
understand
no,
why.
no.
Like you
That's
lost.
what, you're the one who wanted to bring up the animation thing. I already stopped.
You brought
it
You
up.
guys are headstrong.
Either way, okay, so going back down the list again. So this is our final thing. DanDaDan, number 1. Number 2, Frieren. 3, Delicious in Dungeon. 4, Kaiju
Wistoria.
number 8. Kaiju number 8. 5, Wistoria,
Kaiju
Wand and
number 8.
Sword. Go-Go Loser Ranger, number 6. Number 7, Solo Leveling. Number 8, My Hero. Number 9, Demon Slayer. And number 10, Mashle Season 2.
Even though it should have been Undead Unluck, but okay.
Oh, you let it go.
So this is the actual list,
Okay.
guys.
Well, thank God for Kimmy for saving the list and its integrity
Woo!
because I don't know why Wistoria wanted to.
We
You know why?
Woo!
Because it was just another fantasy series.
Sigh.
Sigh.
Well,
So
I'm happy you enjoy Tower of God season 2.
yes,
Honest, I wish we had more time because I would love for you to catch up on the manhwa. Honestly,
never.
you know
Ooh.
why? Why?
I just don't. I
You don't have
don't
time?
enjoy reading like the same way you do. So like,
It's in color. It's in color,
That is impressive. But still,
damn, bro, come on, you shake your head for me, and he's like,
dude. You know what
color
it is?
does
It's like
make it more intriguing.
I
it's
just
like with
don't-
Tower of God. Like it's not gonna like
I'm-
sink in even by like the next season. I think like even like the season
I
after that.
I'm willing to wait.
but I understand. I
I'm
can't.
willing to wait.
I can't read all the time too.
I don't get the same enjoyment. I enjoy the anime watching experience, bro. So if I know every single series how it's about to go, at what point am I enjoying the anime watching experience? If I know
something
the story
new.
already,
Yeah.
I'm either checking out, I'm looking away, I'm now already decided in my head. Well, like now I don't have to pitch because it's not as important. I like not knowing.
Yeah. So it's a good surprise element.
Yeah.
All right, but
I mean, what's your honorable mention?
I guess at that point it would be Undead Unluck would be my honorable mention because I did thoroughly
cop-out.
enjoy it. I mean, hey, it's
I
there.
feel you, girl.
Woo.
Put some respect on the Unlock.
It was still a good time.
So, you guys, let's close out the year. We wrapped up 2024 and everything. We watched anything. I mean, we've had a crazy year. We've accomplished a lot as a podcast.
Crazy.
It's been basically a year and a half. We've been operating and
Almost 2 years.
We've done a lot of collaborations with a lot of people. We've executed a lot of
We went to
crazy.
Anime NYC together.
We went to
Yeah,
Anime NYC
together.
Danny got to make content with King of Lightning.
Oh, it's a highlight.
It
That
was
was
a
good.
highlight of his year because these are people that we watch and it's like, oh, it was nice to make some content with some people. We've gotten it's just been a great time. Made a lot of new friends this year and things like that. So reflecting upon all that, what are some goals or things we're looking forward to for next year that you looking to accomplish? Whoever wants to go first, do you think?
I'll go first. Especially now that we're getting like another camera.
We're trying to up the quality.
Yeah, guys, we're upping the tech. We got a new soundboard. We're getting new cameras. So if you guys would like to support us with that, feel free to drop a tip. Woo! But yeah, we're really trying to up the tech to make this look better for not only us but for you guys.
I think I want to start doing more live streams for some of the that we read.
Woo!
One of those for me personally is Blue Lock.
That'll be nice.
Like the Blue Lock anime, I gave up even in season 1. I did not need to know season 2 is PNG Lock. It is what it is because the artwork in the manga is so great and the story is so good. Who knows when we're gonna get season 3? Who knows when we're gonna get season 4 because of the things that they're doing now and just some of the other content creators that I see reviewing Blue Lock. I want to be in that crowd.
Mhm.
Especially even like some of the people we collaborated with, like Mel. Mel, she reads it.
Life with
Life with Anime, they also read it too. So I think that the content's there. I want to be a part of it.
Nice.
And then maybe just doing some other things on the side for myself. I always wanted to do like a reaction kind of thing, a reaction channel. I don't know. Maybe I'll explore that as well.
All right. What
Yay.
about you, Kimmy?
I'm excited to start streaming. I really want to put in a lot of effort into starting that now that we're gonna get new cameras. That's really good. Also, like I said, I moved this year, so I am still setting up my craft room / office / now I'm gonna use it for streaming. So once I get that set up, I think it's gonna be really fun to start streaming. I've been wanting to stream for a long time. Like I wanted to play Overwatch, and now I have not only Overwatch, but I can do Marvel Rivals and I can do Kingdom Hearts. So that's gonna be really fun. Also,
Well, now she has no choice.
yeah, and also I forgot to tell you guys, but my friend bought me Persona 5.
Oh
No,
Lord!
if
Please
you
don't.
play,
All right.
if
Oh,
you
okay, don't touch that yet.
Oh,
play
Don't touch that yet.
Persona
No.
5,
Don't touch that yet. Don't please don't. Like, please.
why?
I will take your Keyblade back.
Why? What?
I will
I don't know
personally.
nothing about this game.
No. The game is fantastic. No,
Okay.
nothing-
Yeah.
But if you touch that before you even beat Kingdom Hearts, first of all, you'll never touch Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
The amount of hours people put into Persona, like you can be there for upwards to 200 to 300 hours.
that's wild.
So please pick
Kingdom
one.
Hearts, you won't even pass
What is this game
20
about? I
hours.
don't know anything about Persona
it's
5.
high school. It's high school shenanigans, powers, and
It's a JRPG.
I saw the trailer. It didn't look like
it's
anything
a JRPG
special.
game. It's not. It's a
It's a
really
good
really it's a
game,
really
but-
good game, but it is a game that requires and not requires, but also just somehow takes
More
away
attention.
so much
Okay.
time of yours that like, hey,
Alright.
when you have nothing left in your queue to give, especially because of how you work with your hyperfixations, please don't do that to Kingdom
Okay,
Hearts.
okay.
Please just pick an
I
order.
promise I'll do
you
Kingdom
will
Hearts
beat
first.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, because
Okay.
that is
Light work.
a game that we beat as children. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Whereas like Persona, that's a game.
Okay. Say
That's
less.
a gamer's game, as they
Alright.
would say.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to streaming and getting that set up and go. What about you, Cory?
I mean, personal goals is just keep my life afloat as always. But in regards to content wise, just continue for us to grow the podcast. Ideally for 2025. I hope we can somehow pull off a video similar to like the same quality in person, or like a game with other people, like how Shonen
Yeah.
Showdown or Gabe does their videos. I'm hoping we can at least try to get one of those done. Just
We
like
can
a
finally
kind of
do our
like a-
family feud.
Yeah, like a 2-year special. That's a little harder.
Yeah.
Let's. I know you're being ambitious. That's a lot more difficult than you think that is.
I know,
in our
I
budget.
know.
But hey, maybe it could be like an in-person tier list the same way they do ones. It could be an in-person conversation with other people in the group. One step at a time, right? You got to accomplish what you can with what you have before you start to try to accomplish the things that are beyond your means. So one step at a time, right? We're trying to get better as each episode goes by. We've been trying to, improve the sound quality. We understand that, we run into issues here and there, and sometimes everything don't sound great. We know like the visuals could look better with our clips and things like that, and we're trying to work towards getting there as individuals on our own. We don't really have a backing like a larger group, and we're also still living our lives. So also want to make sure we keep that balance as well. It stays healthy for us.
Absolutely.
So other than that, I mean, got nothing else for the year. I'm really proud of you guys. I think we did great this year.
Yeah.
Um,
Guys, shout out to Cory. You guys really don't see a lot of the back end, but he's been working really hard at getting our tech together. Editing skills has like improved significantly. Like he's really the
Yes.
backbone of this podcast. So thank you to you, Cory,
Heart.
for your hard work this year.
Listen, man, but it's the one crew, one team, one dream. Learn that from Target.
Target.
Life lessons from working at Target.
Oh my
One team, one
God.
dream. But thank you guys for checking out this final episode of the year of 2024. Who knows what 2025 will hold in store? But
Yeah, so thank you guys for joining us on the Moon Piece
Peace
Podcast.
Podcast.
I finally did it right. Yeah, let's get it. All right,
Deuces.
guys. Later.